became serious about writing just a little over 3 years ago. At the same time, there was a lot going on in my life that seemed to be converging to direct me to where I find myself today. My faith was growing in ways that I had never truly imagined. I was being drawn towards God in a way that I had never fully experienced. I found myself becoming diligent in daily Bible reading, becoming more aware of what I was saying and how I was saying it. My marriage was taking a turn in a direction towards a unity and closeness that we had never known. In short, I was entering a period of spiritual growth that has not been matched in the 41 years prior. Buying that motorcycle was, in a way, another part of this spiritual growth. Because no sooner had I bought the motorcycle, I was immediately searching for a faith-based group of riders to share this passion with. I did not realize how many organizations existed solely to focus on growth in Christ, as well as a shared love of riding. Eventually, I was asked to join the Baptist Bikers of Kentucky, and my spiritual growth continued on a trajectory that I could never have fathomed. The date of my salvation is permanently etched in my memory, March 3rd, 2005. From that date up until 3 years ago, my spiritual growth was slow. It was actually filled with more setbacks than forward movement. I knew I was saved, there was no doubt in my mind of that, but I also knew that I wasn't completely doing my part in living out that salvation. What happened was, in short, God slapped me around and He opened my eyes. My focus started to become less on myself and more on God, which naturally leads to a focus on sharing Him with others. This is where the Baptist Bikers came into my life. I watched these men and women demonstrate genuine love for each other and for the souls of total strangers. I learned from observing their encounters with others just what it means to love the lost, and how a gospel conversation doesn't have to be a hellfire and brimstone moment of trying to frighten someone into accepting Christ. It was genuine seed planting in the most loving and urgent way I had ever witnessed. Soon I found myself wanting to have these same conversations with others. Now here we are, entering a new year. We become more acutely aware of the unknown that lies before us. We're filled with excitement, trepidation, and maybe a little cautious skepticism. This is how I felt the day that I actually bought my first motorcycle. But here I am. I've overcome that fear, and I'm utilizing a passion for riding to fulfill the Great Commission. I had finally started listening to God and to what it was that He wanted in my life, rather than me solely trying to direct my life in the way I wanted it to go. Now, I have a growing ministry, the strongest marriage I have ever known, and a closeness within my small family that has been missing for some time. All of this because I placed my trust in God and stopped relying on myself. I'm going to ask you to not just focus on the new year itself, but on each day that God gives you as a treasure, as an opportunity. James summarizes everything that I've said up to this point in just a few sentences. He says, "Yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes." Maybe you already are a follower of Christ. You've already accepted that precious gift of salvation. Perhaps this will serve as your wake-up call to do all that you can do to glorify His kingdom. Reach out to those around you, even to total strangers. Share the life-changing impact of His love, grace, and mercy in your life. Your testimony can be the very thing someone needs to hear that opens their eyes to the truth that they have been seeking for so long. Don't wait. Start today. Do not wait for what you feel like might be the right time, because the right time is never going to come. It doesn't matter how you feel. It only matters that you obey and that you make the effort to share Him with others. We see in Proverbs 16 verse 9, "The heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. Make sure that your plans are in alignment with the Lord's plans. You will find the path so much easier. Had I been doing that right from the start, I'm sure that a lot of my self-inflicted troubles would have easily been avoided. Listen to God, submit to his will, and you will not experience a moment of regret. Maybe you're not a follower of Christ. Maybe no one has ever taken the time to share the gospel with you. Then I want you to take this moment to actively seek him. Discover the truth of him and his ultimate sacrifice. Reach out to me or to anyone that you know that has experienced life-changing salvation. Don't wait. Do it right now. You don't know if you will have another opportunity to invite him into your life before it becomes too late. John writes in the book of Revelation, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come into him and eat with him and he with me." Jesus is knocking. Please don't put him off. Open the door. Regardless of this being a new year or a new day, the next moment is never promised to you. Seek him, share him, glorify him in every moment, in every action, and in every word. Trust in him to provide for you and to cast out the fears that you may have of the unknown. Give thanks for now, this very moment, and let God take care of whatever may come next. Tomorrow is simply a myth. It's a hopeful idea. All we truly have is today. Don't waste a moment of this precious gift.